What up? This is Verbal Vibe Mode, and I'm J Star here with Kong of Beast,
What's good?
Lady G,
What's poppin'?
and today we're gonna be talking about dream jobs. I know you got them. Don't even lie. Stop playing. We all had them when as a kids. Some of them were too far-fetched, like they always told us we could be presidents and stuff. But
After these last couple of years, anybody could be president.
I didn't want to get that far, but we you know, they told a
Look,
lot of
I
kids
never
they can do a
graduated
lot of
third grade.
things. You know,
Listen,
anybody can be president.
It's okay.
We got the Simpsons dreams and everything. All right, I got you.
Listen, I'm just saying.
It's okay.
There's
little
things to
Timmy.
be done, and you
be
can do
president
them.
the minute you get out of 8th grade. It's perfectly fine. Constitution? Can you say Constitution?
It's like, oh, you murked that spelling bee. You got this.
Mhm.
Science fair.
Telling you.
My baby is smart. He going
It's
places.
been a crazy year, but I think we all got a little dream job in all of us. It's the start of something new, right? But yeah, I mean, I guess I can kick it off with my dream job. Job one?
Yeah, he was
Whatever
a
you
hardworking
prefer.
child. Yeah, man.
All the jobs? You got 20 jobs.
He was a hardworking child.
My con got 2 jobs.
I don't
Go ahead,
need
Kong.
this. I don't need this. My con got two. Yo, chill. But my dream job has always been wanting to be a writer, and not so much novels, anything like that. I'm sure a lot of people can relate, but like I have a whole notebook full of short stories that just, I don't know. It was okay. It's between a writer and a director. Why? Because you have the imagination to write something. So therefore that imagination can cross over to directing something. And that's just for me. Like, I think that's one of those things that's just an easy mesh to do. I really enjoy writing, and I love movies are pretty much life for me. I feel like being able to put those two together is just amazing. I mean, I do Twitch and I play video games all the time, but it's something about writing in movies that, I don't know, it just clicks. So I would love to be a director of some sort and do something with the short stories that I do have or would write in the future.
So when you say director, would you be a director of a specific genre?
No, because like I said, it would be based off of the short stories that I've written. I love, I mean, I just love film, period. So being able to, I guess being able to have your hand involved in everything make me feel complete or make me feel accomplished in something. If 1 minute you do an action movie and people are like, oh, that was fantastic. Yeah, I want to be able to have anything put in my face and be like, yeah, I could pull it off. Yeah, like I said, it's just, it just makes me, it's that easy mesh to me. I know a lot of people like, that's ridiculous, but
No, not ridiculous. It's a dream. It's possible. The short stories that you have written, do you think it would be easier to adapt those to film as far as like the big screen, or something that could be adaptable to like a TV show series or something like that?
I feel like it'll be an anthology, kind of like Black Mirror. Like, I can make it all connect, but it would be better as a TV show instead of being on a big screen. Would I want to make stuff for the big screen? Yeah. I think that would be the job or the dream that everybody wants. Like, I wrote this, I directed this is now what you're watching. That would be fantastic. But I think being able to just have that platform of just dropping your story another and people just watching it right there to see what type of person you are or what type of creative you are or what type of think that, to me seems more amazing than just doing something and then putting it on the big screen. It takes a lot of work. Anthologies are pretty underrated. Like, I don't know.
Absolutely.
People don't realize how underrated that is, especially if it's just one person, which you don't get that a lot. But if it's just one person doing that whole thing, that's mind blowing to be able to be that creative and have an entire series that's different every episode. That's dope to me.
Yeah, and still having them connect in the end, or just having the big reveal or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that. Oh man, I don't want to spoil it, but if you haven't seen Black Mirror, please watch Black Mirror. Like, I really don't want to spoil it. And everybody like, oh, that first episode is weird.
I just seen it.
It is, but you have to get over it. You have to get over the first episode. The first episode, I feel like it's placed there for shock. But if you get past that, you make it. It's a really good series.
Even then, the first episode is such a good. It's such
it is.
A rabbit. Like it's
like,
a
great story.
What the F is happening?
Like, and the way I watched that first episode, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, but it's just like I said, I don't want to ruin it. Please, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. And I'm not just saying only the first episode. Watch the entire series. And
all right, guys, I got homework.
Yeah, that's right. You do your work, do your homework.
Do the thing.
This is your assignment.
Watch at least 2 episodes a day, okay?
And report back to us. You can leave an audio message if you like to. You want to be fancy? Let us hear your voices. Please. Or you can type us something up. Leave us a message somewhere.
I would definitely love to see people's comments on that show. But that's the type of thing that I believe my short stories could create. It's just a giant world full of whatever I would want in it, regardless if it's realistic or futuristic or whatever the case may be. Again, that concept is just amazing. And being able to direct on your own is just something that's even better. So, yeah, that's my dream job.
All the Z's.
That Z on that end. Yeah. So.
Nah, those are some good choices. So for me, I guess since it kind of connects, and we gonna be making a production studio. That's super lofty, but no. I mean, for me, I've done light work in production. Nothing, I don't want to say nothing major because I have done some cool projects, but as far as like a level to where it's like my primary.
Can you talk about these projects?
No, I'm not. So yeah, as far as production, I would love to be a producer. That'd be fun. I'm low key a producer when it comes down to it. Being like within graphic design and fine art, you kind of have to tinker and bring everybody together and organize a lot of stuff. So the communication needs to be on point. You have to corral the folks and the teams just to make sure everything gets done. There's different pieces and parts that's always going on. Sometimes you got to oversee the budget, planning. You got to work with writers, copywriters, editors, film crews. It just varies. So like getting that experience to me is dope, but I want to push that further and actually be a producer. But I would still create on the side too, because I can't just like sit back and not do something creative with my ability.
You really do enjoy just being that.
Telling people what to do. I do.
That we've experienced that, but you really do enjoy.
What are you talking about? This is a nice podcast.
Yeah, me and J-Star are nice. Oh,
you want to take ship here, y'all? Don't listen to him.
But you sound like you enjoy just piecing it. Your mind is, I can piece together pretty much anything out of nothing. You just give me a little bit of time. I think
absolutely
that being able to be that intricate is mind blowing. I don't know how people can do that crap. Like, seriously.
It's because you have your hands in all the pots and it's just like, I got to get them together. But like being able to bring something to fruition from literally the ground up from nothing and then seeing what the hell happens to make it a tangible product.
Applause here.
You can't beat that feeling to me. It's crazy.
So have you ever, I mean,
wrap it up.
I don't know how long you've been doing that. So has it ever been a moment where you just like it became overwhelming?
I've been grinding all my life. It can be.
I mean, that sounds, don't get me wrong, it sounds ridiculously dope, but at the same time, it just sounds like there's so much pressure that you put on your own head.
Ooh, yeah. You got to perform. So like you got to really maintain balance. Hello, Libras. So essentially, you have to have it together for not only yourself, but your team. It's tough because you're working with different departments and different personalities, not always going to click, but you have to be malleable to the point where you can make it work for these different groups to come together to reach that end goal.
Ooh, man, more power to you. I mean, I know you do production work for us, and I I got to give you props all the time because
I don't know what he's talking about.
News to me.
Get off the stage.
like,
It's like, yo, you know I can add this. I'm leaving all of this in.
like I've had conversations with Jay like I just don't understand how she's able to do this. Like it
Machine.
Yeah, pretty much. You're not human. I don't know if anybody told you that. That's the thing.
I know I'm Namekian. We haven't been over this.
No, we haven't. Near Automata.
No,
you're ex machina. You are a whole.
That's news to me.
A whole mechanized cyborg.
It's like, yo, why does she like Piccolo so much? Okay, she from Namek. All right.
Jeez, I mean that like. Production is very, very underrated, and people don't realize how much time, effort, brain power, like your mentality has to be 100% of the time.
Yeah, it's super driven. But like for me, even since I was little, like if I say I'm going to do something, it's going to get done. Like,
Speaking into existence, girl.
Absolutely. You have to do this in life, not just to, be trendy or just, just saying it just for the hell of it. You really have to speak what you want to do into existence, because without that, you don't really have true direction. You can just, be talking, I have lofty goals and pie in the sky type of deals, but there's nothing wrong with creating a small goal for yourself, accomplishing that, tacking onto it, and then just making your project bigger than what you thought it could be. But yeah, developing things for me is, I don't know, I would say that's fulfilling. And it's not just like, self-fulfillment. It's just seeing how everybody comes together, works together to get like one goal done and reaches common ground.
Do you like doing it by yourself most of the time, doing production by yourself, or are you?
It depends in what capacity. Like if I'm planning and stuff, sure, I like to have, different minds and eyes on everything, because you can't do it all yourself. If somebody says like, I can't, no, you can't. Somebody has to review it and essentially like,
Lady G all the time.
I do not say I can do that by myself, please. No.
We tried.
I don't think so. But yeah, like it takes a team to do what you do. Even if it's like something as simple as a review. I want different people to have eyes, ears, and input, just so they can hear it or present it back to me as if like, here's something that you should change that I thought of, but maybe I wasn't thinking about that in that way. And then that opens my mind like, yo, I either totally missed that or I didn't even take that into consideration when I was listening to it or trying to produce this product. So yeah, I like working with the team.
Anybody looking for a car?
Good to know. I thought me and Jay was gonna have to quit quick.
So this is the last episode of Verbal Vibe Mode. Thanks you guys for coming out. It's been a nice long run of how many episodes? It doesn't even matter. But this is the final one. This is the Lady G all the time show.
Lady G just gave both me and Jay Star pink notice while she was talking.
Gave him the pink papers.
It's a wrap, y'all. We are.
These tears are real and in HD.
We really got.
Nah. It's literally a concerted effort between all of us. Literally, it's not a one-man show or this person does more than this person. Like literally, I will go to everybody and ask their input just so I can involve them into the project, hear what they have to say about it, get their input and their take on things. Because like I said, I love listening to other people's opinions just to get that intel, because there's always something that you're going to overlook, you didn't see, maybe it a typo, some grammatical error, or a different way to put something. It'll happen.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I mean, I've experienced that firsthand. I understand. Like, hey, we need you to write something. Cool. Type. Did you read this?
Maybe.
Like, listen, it's been a long day. It sounded right in my head, but whatever was sent to y'all, not what I was thinking about. So I get it completely.
But yeah. Oh, my second pick was a voice actress. Okay. It's not a throwaway, but you'll know.
About time she admitted that. I was waiting till she said something.
Oh my God. Oh boy.
See, there y'all go. Y'all getting a little bit right there. What inspired you to even think about that?
Well, for me, I just love sound and noise. Ever since I was a kid, like music is everything to me, one, but just like noise and sound, like even when I was a kid, I would get in trouble for mocking people because they thought, mocking's rude. You don't do that to people. Shut up, blah, blah, blah. But no, like I just like noise. Like if somebody says something in a way that I find interesting, I'll repeat it, even to this day.
It like because I do the same thing, but I had to train myself to do it in my. So I didn't feel like
Hey, sometimes you gotta be in public, you be like, that sounded cool as hell. Let me put that in the bank for later. Cause if I do this out loud right now.
I mean, it's like me in beatboxing. I love beatboxing. I don't think I can make a career out of
Funky
that.
fresh over here.
Listen,
All right, baby. Well, we got it. We got you.
but no, because we hear the voices all the time.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like people say it's mocking. And me and you had this conversation before. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not mocking. It's just. It's a form of mimicking, and it's just like it's a flattery thing. It's not. Oh, I'm trying to make fun of you. No, it's just like that sound that you're making.
That's right.
Like make something snap, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, I like it, and I want to repeat. It's just like melodies and harmony. Something just clicks in my brain. It's like that sounded cool as hell. Let me try to emulate that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that this group right here just loves music. So
I'm tone deaf.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, singing wise, probably, but music wise,
voluptuous voice.
Voluptuous. Can you imagine if J-Star was a baritone?
I can hit the highs and the lows.
Y'all, listen for the next stream. We going to covers.
Mixtape coming
darling God, my darling God, can't get enough. What baby? me. Oh, but I that's fantastic. I do the same thing. Like if I'm by myself, and this is stupid. If I'm by myself, I try and do different voices just to see what it would be like if I decided.
That's me. Yo, let it be a decent hour. I'm doing all the voices that I can, and I'll do them loud as hell. Just see if I still get it.
I get it. I don't blame you one bit.
Yeah, it's just fun. And just watching, coming up watching cartoons and everything. It's just like, yo, I like the sounds. I can make voices. I can do this. Not to simplify it or make it seem like, oh yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. All you gotta do is pick up a mic. Absolutely not. Because they are very, very, very talented people out there. You got Cree, you got freaking Phil Lamar, Regina King, Christine Cavanaugh, Elizabeth Daily. Oh my God. Like it just goes on and on.
You forgot you forgot Michael Richardson.
I didn't forget him. I was just naming a couple of my favorites.
And Tara Strong.
Come on, man.
There's some great. Even Seth MacFarlane.
Absolutely.
People do not realize how many voices Seth MacFarlane does.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's very talented.
Oh, come on. Like, there's some people who you automatically are going to recognize. Like, anybody from The Simpsons.
Mad Ranch.
Nancy Cartwright.
Man. Nancy Cartwright be getting it in, too.
Like, they just have that voice. Hank Azaria, like, for years.
Yeah.
Hank Azaria, like, I know it was controversial, but he played Apu for years. I would never have known that.
Yeah. He's another talented one. It's just like, how though? Like, and it's not even the type of voice acting to where you can recognize his voice, obviously, but he does the change up so effortlessly. It's just like these are different characters every single time.
Good.
It's
so
not
much
the same.
Talent.
How did I forget about Mike Judge? How rude of me.
Oh, wow.
Yikes. This dude literally can do both of the voices at once. It's just to do that. That is so awesome. The whole creator and the freaking voice actor. Like that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do.
Man, and I really, really wish they would bring a good Beavis and Butthead.
They're trying.
I heard that was 3 years
They're still
ago.
trying. Yeah, they're trying to do a spinoff of Jodie Landon. So it's kind of like I don't want to say too late, but it's just like, yo, you should have been gave her a show, a short or something.
See, I've never watched Daria, so I would never know.
Oh, you haven't, hey?
See, I've always checked out Daria, like on those late nights.
I have everything. So you will be watching Daria. You will be watching the movies. You will be watching the actual series. So yeah.
I hope not.
No, you will. It's a dope show. Like, honestly, the music, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Is it better than Dilbert?
Oh, I love Dilbert.
I do too.
Okay. Perfect comparison. You'd like it.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Okay. Because
Teenage Dilbert.
Dilbert came on and I was like, the most ridiculous. I can't stop watching.
You know, people used to think I was square for watching Dilbert.
Dilbert
Listen,
was great.
that was my show.
That was so good.
I used to read the friggin' funny papers and everything.
But getting back to what we were talking about, because we can talk about cartoons and voices for you.
That was a whole rabbit hole. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, I completely agree. Man, that might be my third dream job. Lady G,
Don't you steal my job. Don't you steal my job.
Don't you steal my job.
That was my Kong impression, guys. How did I do? Like, comment, and subscribe if you liked it.
No, man. That would be so fun. That would be.
It really would.
I can understand that it's not easy because
not at all.
They did an interview with Tom Hanks for Toy Story, and he said he had to stop voicing a few months because people didn't realize how much I was screaming that movie. Like everything that Woody says is pretty much a scream. And I'm like,
that'd get annoying real quick.
He's not wrong.
You don't realize how much he's just screaming at the top of his lungs, where you think, okay, it's just a normal conversation. Granted, they're toys, but we think it's a normal conversation. But in real life, this man is literally screaming almost every line he gives. And that does.
Surprised his freaking vocal cords went fried.
No, imagine doing Goku. Oh my God,
bro.
Oh my God. Yo. Huh. She's a beast. She is a beast.
And she's been
like 30
Goku
years?
for how long?
Forever.
More power to her, because that is not something that I would be doing.
Oh, you don't want to scream, Act? Okay.
I hope if I got a voice acting job, on Michael Richardson's job, where everything is. That's Michael. Yeah, that's Michael Richardson. That's
nobody got a second guess.
Yeah, exactly. The only time that I didn't even know that he was existing was when he played Cleveland Jr.
Yeah, he out here
in Cleveland Show. I never knew that was him. If there's anybody hearing this, please listen. I would love to do a job.
Can you do that again, please? This time, make it clear.
I feel like I was listening to his profile right there.
If there's anybody listening, I would love to do a voice acting job. I can do many. I can do any type of voice. I can do voices. Okay.
Just a few.
Just a few.
A few voices.
Too, y'all.
A few.
Let's not turn this into a demo tape, everybody.
I just, gambit you a little bit, do a little card fluff for you. Now you have professionals like Lady G pulling stuff out of her bag, so I might as well sit back.
What bag? I'm just messing around.
She said,
I do voice. That's it. This is it.
You do voice.
This is me. This is J Star.
I'm J Star.
What I got. What you think?
What up?
This is me right here. This is J Star. Okay. What you like this? You like what I'm saying?
Yo, Kong, stop trying out. Stop. Yeah. This is not a demo tape.
Somebody's gonna give me a job.
Somebody hire me.
Oh man, but no, that's dope. Those careers are fantastic.
Trying to make them happen, Captain.
Jay, what you sitting on over there?
Me? Because it's nothing as fancy. I just feel like I shouldn't even be here.
Out of here.
Well, honestly, because mine's is pretty boring. I like the two I have in mind. Well, one was my first one would be a stylist, mostly because people they can't like get dressed in the morning. I see that they can't dress themselves. Why do they do that?
That's not boring.
And secondly, because of the free clothes.
Okay.
The free clothes. I was not as a kid. I'm thinking like as a kid, man. You know, not like me now wanting to be a stylist versus. I'm trying to think as a kid. Like I used to think that all right, I would get all this free stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So that's why I wanted to be a stylist, just to go around making sure people knew how to get up in the morning. Like, because I think if I would have went hard about being a stylist, I don't think those little shoes would have made it. A lot of shoes wouldn't have made it.
A lot of shoes wouldn't have made it.
They wouldn't have made it.
You would have blocked them.
Yeah.
Do tell.
I'd have been.
What's a shoe that you wouldn't have put on?
The Balenciaga booties.
Oh, okay. That's
they would
fine.
not exist.
That's
they would
valid.
not exist.
That's valid.
I would have had a whole embargo on that one.
We had a sneaker in there, so it's fine.
I mean,
it's fine.
We did discuss that outfit, so
we did thoroughly in them booties.
That khaki pants with a flannel jacket and a jean belt with a.
Why do we always go back to this same person? Who is this guy that you keep describing? Whose man is this?
Whose man's? Like, I need to know.
Every time he profiles the exact same person. Who is this?
Listen, I'm just
denim belt. Where did he get the belt? I just want to know.
Denim belt.
I just want to know where did he get.
I have seen many people.
I will search every thrift store for that belt.
But being a stylist, like you're pretty much setting the trend. Man, we do that anyway. But you're pretty much setting the trend.
It is.
That's cool. Not some of this weird New York Fashion Week garbage that they be putting on the runway. Because it mostly what inspired that because of I've gotten I'm not nominated. I've lost that nomination one year. I got best dressed like 4 years. Oh, nice.
And like 3 of those years, my peoples had a hard time. So we did the Foreman Mills those years, and I still won. Still won best dress. So I feel like that's what I was like, yo, I can be a stylist. I can dress people.
You gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah. So I was like, it didn't matter what you put me in. I could make it happen.
Yeah.
I can make it look good.
That's what's up.
I wish I had that mindset in high school.
This wasn't even high school. This was like 4th, 5th grade.
Mm.
Okay.
I was like, yo, I bet you I can dress better than Mace.
Is that a personal vendetta against Mace?
Clearly it is.
See, because he's a Harlem dude and I'm from Brooklyn, and they always at the time like was like, yo, we could dress better than y'all. Like Harlem niggas like. So I was like, yo. Nah, because like, well, that was me going, like, because when I was living there, like, that was my first, I was like, yeah, I went through that shit, like, yeah, okay, I had to come back next week, I had to get on the train and go all the way uptown, I'm like, yeah, nigga, you ain't got these, though, and then go back home, because, like, 3 other people had them already.
Exactly.
Like,
they be on this.
Like, did you get those from Foreman Mills?
Nah, I never
you went
wore
with City Trend.
Foreman Mills when I went up that way. Nah,
you don't like City Trend.
See, that was just all.
You don't like City Trend.
That was all school shit right there. Yeah. When I went outside, that's a whole different ball game.
You weren't no pure player.
That was a whole.
No,
that was a whole ball game.
Wearing parasucos.
Nah, but when high school hit, it was a wrap. It was a wrap once high school hit.
I agree.
I was cutting school to get the J's and all that shit when high school happened.
Here we go.
What, Lady G? Jordans are fine.
I wasn't even talking about that, but I was talking about the cutting of school. I was concerned.
Yeah, I'm not endorsing ditching. Don't do that.
Well, not now. You got the sneakers app and shit. Y'all don't gotta skip school for shoes and shit now. No.
Yeah, back then. See, at that time, you had to go to the store, and then
back
you had
in his day.
Back in my day, you had to compete with drug dealers. It's like, getting the shoes before you.
Bots.
There was no bots. It was actually
Right.
people just in stores like getting them before you.
Had
Or
to wait
or
alone.
or
thinking
worrying about
lines.
people robbing you. See, I've never got robbed for shoes.
Me neither.
Like, I've never had that problem. Walking out
Oh,
of the store with 2 bags of
days
shoes
of
and
walking.
watching
Oh,
everybody else get robbed, and you just going
Yoink.
about your business. You just see somebody like, "Hey, you all right?" Like, "Yeah, I'm good." And
Man.
just keep walking.
Yo, where you going? Keep walking.
Nobody ever asked me. They was busy with everybody else. So
Man.
Not gonna lie, I miss those days of standing in line.
Yeah.
yeah, I miss. It's like going like because I did the tri-state thing. I went to Delaware, Jersey. I went to Connecticut. I went to Pennsylvania just to go look for a specific pair of shoes. I've done. I am like that line standing. I'm there at 4:30 in the morning.
Wait, so have you thought about doing that, like being a stylist in today's time? Have you thought about
No.
trying to do that?
No, dream is dead.
What?
Sorry to say.
Hold up. What do you mean?
No, because my second one is even worse.
Feel a
For you,
bean.
that if you guys feel that way,
okay. Even worse.
yeah, because I also think that would be boring.
Okay, Jake. What's the second one?
An archaeologist, no.
That's not boring.
See what I
That's a
mean?
lot of schooling, but that's not boring.
But why do you think it's boring?
Okay.
Yeah,
Think
that's a
about
lot of schooling, but
Yes.
it ain't boring.
That was the part that didn't really bother me. I just was like, but it's boring.
Nah, not at all. You out here making discoveries and shit? That is
Yeah.
not boring.
I used to go to the museum in Manhattan
Mm-hmm.
a lot. Like basically I would like leave a specific institution to go to like the museum or the aquarium or a different library that had more stuff that I had thought of like, I know where I can go to this. I wouldn't go to like the Brooklyn Library. I would have to go to like some good ass library uptown. I always thought it was boring. I was embarrassed to tell people that's what I wanted to do. Like, because it was already like most of my friends didn't even like the fact that I collected Pokemon cards. So like I was that it was crazy because I was cool enough to sit with the nerds, but I was cool enough to be with the jocks and stuff. So but I always gravitated to the nerds and it pissed my jock friends off. So I was like, but yo, y'all really ain't talking about nothing interesting. And because like they didn't know like I had like interest in actual science and shit like that. But I was always fresher than the nerds I was chilling with. So it didn't like mesh, that whole school hierarchy thing. So it was like I didn't look like a nerd, but I was a nerd.
He meant that he is a
I
nerd.
mean,
Yeah, I am a nerd. I'm
Just messing with you.
I'm definitely a nerd.
I'm pretty sure
Always
we all
have.
fit that
Yeah.
bucket.
I've always have
yep,
been.
that's
a nerd,
how it
but,
always is.
back then when I was in my youth, it was embarrassing to say, Like it was cool to say, like, oh, you watched the Pokemon show and you've seen a few episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh, but you
Yeah.
couldn't tell nobody you had binder for like 800 cards in there. You didn't want to tell them that.
Because a lot of it was because of our culture.
Yeah.
Because of what we thought we needed to represent.
Right.
But then you find out 10 is I graduated 10 years ago, 11 years ago. You find out that these cats who were just as thug as they wanted you to believe, sitting there playing Pokemon with everybody.
And I had a good deck too. The deck wasn't even trash. I had a decent one on deck. Had two of them too. One to destroy somebody with, and then one just to play around.
It still goes on today, but it's so much more accepted now, which is really cool. Because like I got old heads. I do that. They all, they live in the hood, all grew up in the hood. They sitting at home watching Dragon Ball Super, like religiously. It's cool that stereotype of what we were supposed to be or who people thought that we should be is pretty much gone. It's just, listen, we enjoy a good TV show.
Never put yourself in a box or feel like you have to fit into one.
Right.
Shoot, don't get me wrong. I do listen to Hippity Hop,
Mhm.
and I do.
Okay, first of all, you didn't have to say it like that. I know what hippity hop you listening to, homie.
Dude, and I do like my thug movies, but at the same time, like I love anything that's good,
Hey,
something
like-
that's entertaining.
Is that our dream of Jimmy?
Exactly, just
Yeah.
quality content. That's it. Quality content is key. Period.
Bro, I found out a couple of years ago that people who like me, who grew up in the hood, like, yeah, I love Lucy till this day.
Right.
What in the world are you saying? I'm not alone.
No, you're not.
That's just so cool. Like it's cool that it feels like a weight lifted off your shoulder. That I don't have to pretend to be this person. I mean, yeah, I can go and be that person when I need to be,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I just want to enjoy something.
Listen, everybody's free.
I just wish the world would see that.
We're working on it. We'll get there.
Another dream.
Oh man.
Yet another dream.
But yeah, Jay, your dreams again also dope. Like y'all got compared to mine. Y'all got some really
Don't do that. Listen, ain't no dreams diminished that happened here while we were discussing anything. None of them are boring. Nobody's dream is stupid or, less than the other person's.
No, I never said my dream was stupid. I just knew it was boring as hell.
Come on. It's not boring.
All right, the stylist might not be as boring as I claim, but the archaeologists, the archaeologists might be boring. Yeah, like because for real, I wanted to be an astronomer and all types of things. Like it's a lot of stuff in that field. I wanted to do
the sciences.
I just was like, it's boring.
Jay started science guy.
It's boring. Okay. I think I thought it was boring to other people. I just kept being intrigued by the stuff. I was like, I'm still do brush up on things and learn some stuff from my personal, But I always thought to do it for other people was it's gonna be boring because I can just
do it for yourself.
Yeah, so I just do it for me.
Yeah, that's number one, self-fulfillment. Don't let your dream get lost by others.
And it sucks because you grow up like the way I grew up. It was such a you need to do it this way because. One parent didn't do it this way. The other parent did it this way. And you follow the way that parent did. And you're like, I don't want to do that. though. I just want to be happy. And I think that's
like the way we had to shift and maneuver just to essentially be in line without getting too out of line and out of range. Man.
Grief.
Think I was going to school for painting and fine art how I wanted to? Nope. I applied technology and was like, yo, I love computers. I like to draw. We gonna fuse that and we gonna put it into, graphic design. I'm doing that. And that was acceptable. So I ran with that. Even for my culture, that's very unconventional, but I'm doing it.
You're doing the thing. You're doing.
I'm doing the thing.
It's really just sometimes people like G she's just ridiculously strong. And she knows,
over 9,000 to be exact.
I just, again, okay with the stereotype being uplifted, but good grief. But I really did. That was just
oh man,
too easy.
I went on ahead and slid into that bad boy.
It is. You stepped up.
Like certain people just had that particular backbone where it's just like, listen. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to be honest with you. It will be this industry isn't going to do this. That industry is not going to do that. You're not going to have a real career in this. You need to do this. Talk to these people. Talk to your uncle and your cousin. Figure this out. But we can dream.
Indeed. And just remember, you control your actions and your results.
Don't sleep on your dreams, son. Don't do it to yourself.
Into existence and never give up on it. That's the main thing.
Set those intentions.
Just do it.
This is Affirmation Now with K-Star.
I'll come and grab you by your collar and tell, believe in you.
Do it now. Do it now.
Believe in yourself.
If you don't, who else will?
I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna find you.
Yeah. You don't believe in yourself, we're gonna find you.
Oh,
And we're gonna make
man.
you believe in yourself. You sitting on the couch,
We're gonna start talking to you like this is an Everest College commercial. You see,
eating chili
yourself
Fritos.
sitting
What you
there,
doing?
Not
Nothing.
doing nothing, listening to us, verbal vibe.
And
mode.
believe in your damn self.
We made the taco salad in a Frito bag.
Grab it, shit.
Get off the couch. Get off the couch.
I'm gonna grab you up.
Don't make us jump to the speaker.
Take the walking taco with you. This is you think we ain't gonna get off the couch.
Does this conclude today's episode of Verbal Vibe Mode? Tune in next week and see.
No,
I think
I'm
this
coming
is
back.
man.
I'm telling them fools to believe in themselves. I'm coming
This
for
ain't never gonna end. Make sure you subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Visit us at www.verbalvibemode.com. That's www.verbalvibemode.com. Y'all got anything else?
You still sitting on your couch? Get up.
Man, bye y'all.
Peace.
Man, love, y'all.
You still sitting on the couch.